This is Instagram for YouTube, part 21.
24 to 105 lens. Whether it's the RF, the EF, depending whatever system you're using. I just want to point out how good this lens is. This is two shots I took of Brent Hall Church. The first one was shot at 105mm, put the church in the bottom third, 250 per second, ISO 100, 5.6, something like that. Nice load of sky, church in the bottom. And this second shot, wide open at 24mm, same settings, 5.6, ISO 100, 250 per second, whatever it is. Look at the difference between the two shots. A vast amount of sky. Now, admittedly, in the 24mm wide shot, the church looks further away because it's wider. But look at the difference in those two shots, all from one lens. 24 to 105. The RF version is unbelievable for a so-called kit lens. If you get a chance to get your hands on one, it's a brilliant bit of kit.
Right, how you doing all? Love me a bit of a misty woodland. Going to take two shots, one at 24mm wide and one probably at 105. I find with woodland shots, I prefer them at the longer end, especially if I'm shooting in mist or fog. I think it just kind of picks up the mist or fog better, but that's just me. First shot 24mm wide, second shot probably about 105mm, 100mm, something like that. Both shots at f6.3, ISO 500 because I'm hand holding it. Shutter speeds are around sort of 200ths of a second. Yeah, quite like them.
Right, how you doing all? Bit of a sad video today. I've wanted to post this video for a few days, but I've been crying for the last 2 days because this happened a couple of days ago. Everyone knows who watches my YouTube or my Instagram know that I love leaf filters. I've got the 100mm system, I've got big stopper, little stopper, graduated filters, the lot, 0.6, 0.9s. This here is the remains of my 0.9 soft graduated filter. And this is the remains of my favourite filter, my Pro Glass IRND 6-stop. That is the result of being a complete pleb and falling over. So leaf filters, do a discount code for someone that has spent hundreds and hundreds of pounds, because I can't live without that filter. Anyway, cheers all. That's about as good as my week's going. Cheers!
Right, how you doing all? I think it's a cool little shot here, about 15 seconds, because I've got a neutral density on the front and I've got a graduated filter to slow the sort of above the water up, but I'll spin you around and show you what I've got looking up. I quite like what's under the water, so hopefully it should come out quite nice. Spin you around. The camera's here and I quite like all this detail under the water. I've got to keep watching these highlights, light keeps coming in, but when that's not there, there's quite a lot of detail under the water, all the way up to the little long exposure of the water there. But what do you think? I'm trying to get as much detail under here. I forgot my polarizer at home, so hey ho, I have to do without it. Right, how you doing all? Got a cool shot here, but in photography terms, this is what you call sod's law. Shooting at f16, about 2.5 seconds. Got a neutral density filter on, got a graduated filter on because of the sky. This is what you face as a photographer sometimes, and it's a pain in the ass. Shooting long exposure white water can be a pain because the white water obviously is more overexposed than the rest of the scene. Look at this, little pockets of light that come through the trees have landed right on the white water. I'll show you what I mean. See, look, this is me scene. Camera here, graduated filter, neutral density filter, looking down this rock, but look, the sunlight coming through the trees, and the only bit it's hitting is right on the white water. What a pain in the ass. How you doing all? Just a quick one. Got myself a new lens which I'm going to do more about soon. It's the Nissi, it's f4 15mm, mega wide. Just giving it a test out, first shot. Got a cool looking woodland here with the Nissi, because it's so wide, we'll shoot from there pretty much all the way to the top of the trees. So I'm standing myself over here. My camera's all the way back there. Self timer, focused on me, all these trees. Cool looking shot. Cheers. Bye.